Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. I've got big news to share with you. MasterCard has partnered with Bakkt to provide crypto and Bitcoin services. I want to break down all those respective services. Huge adoption news. We're seeing credit cards, banks, stock exchanges, massive corporates getting involved in crypto. Every week, it seems there's some breaking press release about adoption, guys. So bullish. And we are, of course, in the final leg of this bull market cycle. So I think all this news will help drive the price up. We're also going to talk about CoinMarketCap. They got hacked, guys. So if you had an account with them, your email could have been exposed. So I want to give you some tips what to look out for. Be careful with emails that come through. It might be phishing, trying to get your logins and all that. And we're going to talk about some crypto funds that have raised significant amount of money to invest in crypto. We also have another politician who's talking about Bitcoin becoming a world reserve asset. And lots to break down, guys. Before we get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, it helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees. I'm currently staking Miami coin, earning 430% APY. It's ridiculous. I'm sure that's not going to last for a long time. So take advantage of it. Be sure to sign up, link in the description. All right, let's look at the prices here. Bitcoin over 63,000 or teetering around 63,000. Ethereum over $4,200. Cardano at $2.15. Solana at $210, looking really strong there. XRP at $1.10. So what's happening, guys? Well, as always, the market moves with Bitcoin. We did see a pullback for Bitcoin, forming a teeny tiny little red candle here on the weekly chart. And then it broke out and went over 63,000. However, I keep it real with you guys. I still think there's going to be a pullback and we're going to bounce off a support level of between 55 to 58,000. That's just what I think. I'm not saying I want it to be that way. So you bullish people, don't get angry at me. Don't shoot the messenger here. Just how the market has played out historically. I think there needs to be a correction here. I shouldn't say there needs to be, but I think there will be. And this is just how the market has played out historically. That does not mean we're going to continue to go down and down and into a bear market. We haven't hit our blow off top yet. So once again, Bitcoin will pull back, I think, but we will bounce off of 55 to 58,000 and work our way up to new all-time highs. I think 70 to 80,000, certainly within that range could be the next highs, guys. And then I think another pullback in late November, and then we work our way up into December. I think maybe to Bitcoin to six figures. Now, is that a guarantee? Of course not. No one can predict the future. We're using the data and trends, not our emotions, but we never know what could happen. So just keep these things in mind. And the other aspect of it is the market moves with Bitcoin. So altcoins will follow Bitcoin's move and have epic alt season with ridiculous returns and gains, which I'm looking forward to. There's money to be made here. Now, let's look at some macro level charts. Plan B updated the Bitcoin stock to flow model and the S2FX model. And here he put the red dot. So we are in the red dot zone, my friends, making our way up to that final leg, as mentioned. So you can see we still got some ways to go to hit the blow off top. We're double peaking like we did in 2013. But these are the macro level charts you have to look at, right? That are actually using data and trends to map out what the potential outcome could be. Obviously, like I said, not guaranteed. We can't with 100% certainty say this is going to exactly happen this way, but there are different scenarios and we have to look at it from a probability standpoint. Here's another macro level chart from TechDev who said update on Bitcoin 2-week relative volatility index, the RVI, with new close about halfway to the 91 to 98 zone, which has marked every top in history. Nowhere near one yet. So we're not even close to the top once again, right? You may say, well, why are you repeating yourself, Tony? I just want to show you different data points, guys, because I don't want you to think that I'm dreaming this stuff up, or this is what I want you to hear, or this is, a story I'm telling here, but rather, what is the data? What does the facts tell us? And I share it on the screen here. I know those of you listening on the podcast can't see this, but obviously you can watch the video and you guys can go look this up yourself, right? I don't have anything that's password protected or you have to pay money for. This data is out there. It's just taking the time to review it. So he says here, on pace with the same run-up rate as every major one before. So fingers crossed it plays out like exactly that way and we make money. That is why I'm here, to make money. Yes, I'm passionate about crypto. Yes, I believe the technology will benefit the human race and the way things are transacted, efficiency, costs, and so forth. But I want to make money, like many of you. All right, guys, look at the big news of the day. This is epic. MasterCard plans to allow U.S. partners to offer crypto loyalty rewards. Millions of loyalty rewards program users may have never heard or had any knowledge or use of cryptocurrencies could soon have exposure. All the on and off ramps being built, and it's amazing to see them being built by credit card companies, banks, stock exchange, corporates, investment firms. It's amazing to see what's happening. And those of you who have been in the market for years, like myself, going back to 2016 or 2017 or earlier, you see this and it's like, wow, because this is a far cry from what was taking place years ago when companies like this were saying, oh, crypto's a fad, oh, it's a scam, or this and that. Now they're just building around crypto. They're accepting it, right? They're adopting it. So major credit card company MasterCard has announced it is preparing to integrate cryptocurrencies into its loyalty program offerings for United States-based banks, merchants, and fintech firms on its payment network. In a Monday announcement, MasterCard said it would be working with the digital platform Bakkt. Now, you guys know we've talked about Bakkt. It is owned by the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. The parent company name is Intercontinental Exchange. They own the New York Stock Exchange, guys, and they launched Bakkt years ago. And it says here, once again, they partnered with Bakkt to allow its customers based in the United States to buy, sell, and hold digital assets through custodial wallets. The partnership will also enable cardholders to earn and spend rewards in crypto rather than using loyalty points and accruing or redeeming tokens for purchases. Here's a quote. Will not only empower our partners to offer a dynamic mix of digital assets options, but also deliver differentiated and relevant consumer experiences, said Executive Vice President for Digital Partnerships at MasterCard, Sherry Hammond. According to data from Colloquy, if I'm saying that right, loyalty census research conducted in 2017, U.S. consumers held 3.8 billion memberships in loyalty programs. Though these numbers have likely changed following the evolving financial landscape amid the pandemic, MasterCard also reported there were 249 million of its cards in the United States as of the end of Q1 2021. Millions of loyalty reward program users may have never had any knowledge or use of cryptocurrencies, and they could soon have some exposure. Guys, do you see what is happening here? Metcalfe's law, game theory playing out. And as I always say, put your business thinking cap on here. Visa, American Express, Discover are meeting in their boardrooms. How do we copy this? How do we do it better? Because this is about a land grab, my friends, and everybody wants to be part of this party, get the slice of the pie, and no one wants to get the small remaining slice. They want to get the biggest slice, right? This is so bullish. I mean, it's a credit card company doing this. MasterCard, one of the largest. I mean, if you don't see what's happening here, you really don't understand adoption, innovation, business. This is massively bullish, my friends. And if I've said it many times, count yourself lucky you're here early. There are a lot of people who are ignoring crypto. They still think it's a scam. They have not done their research and go and see what's happening with the technology. Is it here to stay? Who's adopting it? Who's investing it? What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons? They have not done that. You know, many people I talk to, guys, trying to tell them, hey, take a position. Many don't listen to me. Many just, yeah, sure. Okay, Tony. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. And then they don't do anything. But count yourself lucky, guys. This is one of the greatest wealth transfers. And it's amazing what is taking place. We're seeing adoption from so many different corporates, financial institutions, and so forth. Now, here, MasterCard tweeted about it. It's just amazing to see them do this. And obviously, Bakkt, you know, they tweeted about it. They said today, MasterCard announced a partnership with Bakkt to make it easier for merchants, fintechs, and banks in the US to embrace and open access to a broad set of cryptocurrency solutions and services. Oh man, so bullish, guys. And Bakkt, like I said, is a powerhouse. They're owned by the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. A lot of money, a lot of political power. So, you know, this is Wall Street tier 1 over here. So this is amazing, guys. So bullish. And like I said, game theory, watch Visa, American Express, Discover come out with something soon. Check this out. Not politics, or I shouldn't say all politics aside, because I don't want people to get triggered here. This is not about me supporting U.S. Senator Rand Paul, but here's what the man said. Bitcoin could become reserve currency of the world. Now, I think it was last week, I shared with you guys, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, said central banks will hold Bitcoin. Guys, I see a pattern here. These are things I look at, trends, right? It starts with one, then it gets to a few, then it becomes many. I think we're going to see the narrative start changing, guys. This is why we're still so early. And I do believe Bitcoin as digital gold, not for the fastest payments. So I know a lot of XRP people hate Bitcoin, which I don't think you need to do that. There's money to be made here. There's different use cases. Bitcoin is digital gold. And if you understand monetary policy and inflation and gold's historical use case, you will understand Bitcoin's use case of digital gold as a hedge. That is why I hold it in my portfolio. That's why companies are putting on their balance sheet, and we're seeing countries adopt Bitcoin. So this is bullish. We're seeing just a dialogue on another level. You know, it was cypherpunks, and then it was the retail investors, then the institutional investors, and the hedge fund guys, and so forth. Now it's getting to government level. Soon you will have world presidents talking about it, guys. We're just keep going up here. You know, it's just Bitcoin and crypto seeping into the world and mainstream and into the life of people. So lots more to come. You're going to see a lot of different folks get on board. And crypto, we've seen, has bipartisan support here in the United States, both left and right. So I'm so bullish on the future of crypto. Now, Bitcoin Magazine reported here, Square's top secret to be determined Bitcoin exchange project to release white paper this November. So Jack Dorsey, obviously, who heads Square, he's up to something. And we saw he was talking about like better Bitcoin mining, decentralized Bitcoin mining, global, without the hardware, all kinds of stuff. So this Jack's got something up his sleeve, which I'm super interested to see what comes out of this. But if Jack's working on it, he's got a lot of money. He's got Square and he's got Twitter. So it's good, certainly going to be bullish. All right, talk about bullish news. Joseph Young, who is a VC at Hashed Official, he writes for Forbes. So this is verified. He tweeted the following: absolutely huge. The Korea Teachers Credit Union, which manages $47 billion, is investing in Bitcoin as per local reports. The boom of institutional money into crypto. So here's the translated article. It's probably not perfectly translated. It's obviously was in Korean. So I translated using Google Translate here, but yeah, there, I see here pension funds mentioned, and obviously a lot of money, guys. We're seeing globally pension funds, endowment funds, all kinds of funds putting allocation into crypto. And of course, because we see inflation, We see other financial products such as bonds are failing, and there's no money to be made there. So crypto, as Paul Tudor Jones called it, the fastest horse in the race. And he just recently came out, once again, I believe, giving the green flag, the green light to more investors, because he said, I'm putting my money in Bitcoin right now. I prefer Bitcoin over gold. Think about that. Gold's been around for how long? I mean, like, you can't even like backdate it. Since the dawn of man, they started using gold as a exchange medium, right? And then obviously it evolved from there, and it became a store of value, jewelry. It's used in electronics, and now these people are saying, I want Bitcoin and crypto over gold. It's the tide is changing, my friends. Paradigm shift taking place. All right, check this out. Crypto VC firm Seno Global Capital launches $200 million fund with backing from FTX. The money keeps pouring in. Matthew Graham, Seno Global Capital, has launched a $200 million fund with backing from FTX. The fund will invest across crypto projects, including DeFi and NFT infrastructure. Seno Global Capital is a China-based crypto venture capital firm. And it's just amazing the amount of money that's coming in. So we see different funds are just raising millions. I mean, I interviewed Dan Tapiero just a couple of weeks ago, and Dan he raised $750 million, and he's a traditional macro investor. So I think that's a sign of things to come, guys, because they're not only investing in the assets, but in the infrastructure the companies are building. Now, check this out, BlockFi, which I use. And if you guys want to sign up, there's a link in the description. BlockFi partners with Neuberger Berman, which manages $437 billion in assets to offer crypto asset management products. It just blows my mind to see these partnerships, especially with traditional legacy financial firms. They are an 82-year-old private, independent, employee-owned investment manager. And they manage obviously billions, right? So the products, like I said, NFTs, DeFi, and so forth, and they're going to work with BlockFi on this. You're going to start seeing more and more of this. The likes of BlackRock and all these other guys, they're going to be partnering with a lot of crypto exchanges and crypto VCs and so forth. It just shows the capital's flowing in. So once again, if you're still on the fence about crypto, or you're still not confident, smart money knows what's happening, and they're dumping lots of money in. Now, Ron Hammond, who's the director of government relations at the Blockchain Association, and he also helped put together the Token Taxonomy Act with Representative Warren Davidson, which we hope gets passed. Now, he tweeted the following, which I think is insightful about what's happening in government here in Washington, D.C., if you want to call it that. He said, this week in Congress and crypto, while much of the media attention was focused on the Bitcoin ETF, there was a significant development in the Libra/Diem saga with the announcement of Novi's pilot program. The reaction from the Hill was swift and immediate, signaling more to come. Now, we saw they were not happy with Facebook's plan to create a digital currency, right? Because Facebook has this global reach, billions of users. That is a threat to the world reserve asset of the world reserve currency of the US dollar. So let's see what happens. But right now, I think they're going to try to slow down Facebook. He says here, for background, last Tuesday's Facebook's Novi digital wallet announced a pilot program that would allow users to send and receive money instantly, securely, and with no fees, utilizing Paxos stablecoin. While this message seems innocent enough, Capital reacted with scrutiny. Within hours of the announcement, Senator Brian Schatz, if that's how you say his name, Senator Sherrod Brown, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Blumenthal, Richard Blumenthal, Senator Tina Smith sent a letter to Mark Zuckerberg demanding he immediately discontinue your Novi pilot and to commit that you will not bring Diem to the market. Wow. Well, Mark spent Facebook was the biggest lobbying company, by the way, in the last election, if I'm not mistaken. It says here, this is important to realize for several reasons. First is the toxicity of the Facebook brand on Capitol Hill. It is rare for such a brand to be scorned by both sides of the aisle, but it happens. Every news bit from them is closely monitored by Dems and Republicans. There are multiple reasons why lawmakers hate Facebook, from misinformation campaigns, election meddling, privacy concerns, recent whistleblower allegations, censoring of certain groups, refusal to work with the oversight board, etc. In short, there is a lot of anger in DC. But I think the biggest one is Facebook, creating a digital currency, guys, would immediately, I think, have an effect, even more so than Bitcoin, because most people use Bitcoin as an investment, not really for payments, day-to-day payments, right? Think about how many people are hodling Bitcoin, right? And other cryptos as well. But a stable coin digital currency on Facebook, which already connects people, I think Metcalfe's law now would be really, really risky and challenge the US dollar. So I don't know if Facebook's going to be able to do this, honestly. They might just get, roadblocked completely. Finally, guys, I want to let you know about this. Over 3 million CoinMarketCap email addresses leaked to the dark web. So if you had an account with CoinMarketCap, I personally had one. So what do you need to do? Well, just maybe update your password to your email. Also, watch out for any phishing emails or anything saying, hey, send us, 1 Bitcoin, you get a free Bitcoin, or hey, your Coinbase account just got hacked or something or whatever. Be careful. Don't fall for that stuff. That's what these guys are doing. So if you're new to the market, please, if you had a CoinMarketCap account, what email was used, monitor that email. Be careful of spam messages, phishing emails, and so forth. Just be careful, guys. I don't want you all to lose your money or get hacked, right? Because these hackers are really sophisticated, man. They'll send an email that looks like it's from Coinbase or whatever, BlockFi, and it looks legit, right? So just be careful, guys. Oftentimes if I see something like that and I'm like not too sure, I won't click anything in the email. I'll go directly to my account to see if I got a notification. So generally you get the notifications there too. So just be careful. And you could also email the companies and say, hey, did you guys send this? Like, is this real? Just do your due diligence. Don't just go clicking on stuff, man. These guys will put Trojans and all kinds of malware on your computer and can track every keystroke that you're using and so forth. So just be careful, guys. So heads up on this. All right, guys, what do you think about the MasterCard news? I think this is huge, huge news. And expect American Express, Visa, and these others competitors to MasterCard to make a move. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.